Hello students, let us learn general science from the book Science Squad for class 5. Let us learn the chapter 10 Natural Resources. In this chapter, we shall discuss about the rocks and its types, about minerals, uses of rocks and minerals, fossil fuels, and about the conservation of natural resources. Let us begin the chapter. Our nature is generous with varieties of plants, animals, fuels, and minerals, along with the water, soil, and air. Ever since human beings appeared on the earth, he has been dependent on the gifts of nature for his existence. With the development of civilization, the knowledge of human beings went on increasing, and so his demands. Humans needed the land which made up of rocks and soils for living, to grow crops, to extract minerals and metals, and also to break the rocks for building materials. Plants and animals to get food and nutrition, water for drinking, sunshine to get heat and energy, forest and wildlife to get so many other things for his survival. Hence, he started utilizing numerous things of nature in the form of resources. Anything which is capable and useful for fulfilling human needs is called a resource. Let us learn about rocks. Geology is the science of earth which deals with the formation and properties of rocks. Scientists who study about the formation of earth and the properties of rocks are called geologists. The earth's crust is made up of rocks. A rock is made up of one or more minerals. Minerals are chemical substances which has metals in it. The wind, water, and the heat breaks the rocks into smaller and smaller pieces so that they can be carried away by water to distant places. This results in the formation of soil. Therefore, we can say that all clay and sand are broken down from the rock. Let us learn about different kinds of rocks. Rocks differ in their formation, hardness, texture, that is appearance, color, and kind of minerals they are made of. Rocks are classified into three types based on the method of formation as igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. Let us first learn about igneous rocks. The deep interior of the earth contains a mass of hot and molten material called magma. Sometimes this magma gets pushed up by the pressure of the rocks or vaporization of some material present in it. This forces the material way up through the cracks called crater in the earth's crust, forming a volcano. The magma that reaches the surface of the earth is called lava. When the magma cools down, it forms igneous rock, which is also known as fire rocks. Let us learn about different types of igneous rocks. Granite. This is the first type of igneous rocks. These are light colored, hard and strong rocks. It is a basic rock seen in all the continents. It is made up of quartz, feldspar and mica. It is used for making statues and streets. Pumice. It is the second type of igneous rocks. Sometimes the lava cools down quickly. This traps gas bubbles to form sponge-like rocks called pumice. It is light in color and also light in weight. Some even floats on the water. Let us learn about sedimentary rocks. Heat, wind, water and ice cause weathering of rocks. Rivers and streams wash away the smaller rocks. These are further broken and made forms bubbles, gravels, sand and clay. These are finally carried down by the rivers into the ocean and get deposited in layers. Small animals and plants move along with the water and get buried in between these layers. These form fossils in course of time. Layers upon the layer cover the base of the ocean. This is called sediment. Sediment is nothing but it's a layer of rocks. That is seabed. You can see it's a rock bed. Then sand and pebbles get layered, and then sand gets layered. Then mud and clay gets layered, and at last small animals and plants who gets buried in between these layers, their bones and shells forming fossils, and up above is the seawater. This is called sediment. Enormous weight of the upper layer presses down lower layers. After millions of years, these form a solid rock called sedimentary rock. Fossils tell the story of life on the earth. The Himalayas is a mountain of sedimentary rocks. Let us learn about the types of sedimentary rocks. The first type is sandstone. When the layers of sand hardens into the rock, it forms sandstone. It contains grains of quartz which may be porous or non-porous. The second type of sedimentary rocks is conglomerate. It is a rough form of sedimentary rocks which are formed from gravel, pebbles and even boulders. Boulders are nothing but big stones which are cemented together. The third type of sedimentary rocks is shale. When the layers of mud and clay harden into rock, it forms shale. It has parallel layers that may easily be split into flat pieces. It is used to make tiles and bricks. The last is the sediment of the types of the sedimentary rocks is the limestone. It is a fine-grained, soft rock made up of calcite and bits of animal shells. Animal shells are made of lime. Chalk is also a form of limestone. Metamorphic rocks. The igneous and the sedimentary rocks, when undergo heat and pressure, gets changed into metamorphic rock. This is formed due to the recrystallization of minerals that exist in the parent rock. Let us learn about the types of metamorphic rocks. The first type of metamorphic rocks is marble. It is formed as a result of recrystallization of limestone. It is usually white in color, but we can also see colored due to the presence of impurities. The second type of metamorphic rocks is a slate. When the shale undergoes heat and pressure, it changes into slate. These rocks are black in color, fine grained, and can be easily split into thin slabs. Children used to write on the smooth slabs of these rocks with chalk stick. The third type of metamorphic rocks is gneisses. It is a coarse-grained foliated rock which is composed of quartz, feldspar, and mica. It is formed from granite. It has irregular bands of different colors. Let us learn about different types of minerals. Rocks are made up of one or more minerals. Marble is a rock which contains only one mineral, whereas granite has three types of minerals. A mineral is a chemical substance which is found in the nature. Some rocks like granite, marble, sandstone are dug out of the ground or cut out from a hill called quarry. Some minerals are dug out from the underground called mining. A direct deep hole is made in the ground and then a tunnel is made in the side to reach the mineral. A mineral from which a particular metal is extracted is called the ore of the metaller. That is, from the ore we can extract a particular metal. For example, hematite is an ore of iron which is found in Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and West Bengal. Bauxite is an ore of aluminium which is found in Orissa. Copper pyrite is an ore of copper found in K3 in Rajasthan. Let us learn the uses of rocks and minerals. Marbles, sandstones, and granites are used for making buildings and paving roads. Taj Mahal of Agra is made up of marbles, that too white in color, while red forts at Agra and Delhi are made of red sandstone. Temple statues in South India are made up of granites, while in North India the statues are made up of white marbles. Minerals like sulfates, nitrates, phosphates, and salts of potassium are essential for plant growth. Minerals also gives us useful metals from its ore. We get metals like platinum, gold, silver, copper, zinc, nickel, aluminium, and iron. Metals are used to form jewelry, coins, utensils, wires, aeroplanes, machines, furniture, and rails. We can see the tracks or the chains are made up of irons, while copper, silver can be made as utensils. Coins are also made up of silver, gold, bronze, etc. There are rocks which are colored and shining pieces of stones. These colored ones are called precious stones or gemstones, like diamond and ruby. We can prepare jewelries in it. Ruby and garnet are red in color, while sapphire is blue in color. Emerald is also a precious stone which is green in color. Diamond is almost colorless but most sparkling and most precious one. Fossil fuels, coal and petroleum are called fossil fuels. This is because they are formed from the fossils of plants or animals which are buried under the sedimentary rocks. Formation of coal took millions of years. The dead trees and tree parts forms a swamp which gets buried under the ground upon by heat and pressure gets converted into the coal. In our country, coal mines are found in Dhanbad in Bihar, Raniganj in West Bengal, Suhagpur in Madhya Pradesh, Singorani in Andhra Pradesh, and Neyveli in Tamil Nadu. Coal is very important fuel for us as demand for energy has been rising. We used coal in cooking our food. It is used in power station to generate electricity and also to make steam in steam engines. It is used as a raw material and fuel in many industries like steel plants. Fossil fuels, petroleum. Millions of years ago, many dead plants and animals in the sea were buried deep in the layers of sand and mud. As ages passed, due to the heat and the weight of the overlying rocks, the energy contained substances gradually changed into oil and gas. Due to bacterial anaerobic reactions, the oil formed get trapped beneath the impermeable rocks in the earth's crust, which now call it as oil reserves. Petroleum is extracted by drilling holes into the earth's crust where the presence of oil has been predicted by the survey. It is refined to give petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, wax, paraffin, bitumen, kerosene, etc. The place where refining process of petroleum is done is called petroleum refinery. Petrol is used in running our motorcycles and cars. Diesel is used in trains, buses and aeroplanes. Petrol is used for dry cleaning our woolen clothes. The chemicals formed help to make nylon, plastics, fertilizers, medicines, perfumes, cosmetics, and color dyes. Conservation of natural resources. The fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas are present in a limited amount in the earth. Once they are exhausted, they will not be available to us again. Thus, we need to use fossil fuels judiciously and have to follow certain methods to conserve the natural resources. The different methods to conserve the natural resources are as follows. We should plant trees, save fuel, use the minerals and the metals only for essential requirements. Cutting of forest and hunting of animals should be stopped. We need to use the natural resources wisely to check their depletion. We need to recover the used resources for reuse. We need to discover new resources as alternative source of energy. We should not pollute the natural resources to keep it fit for use. Let us go for chapter recap. Natural resources are the stock of useful things in nature for us. Rocks, soil, coal, petroleum, air, water, plants and animals are our natural resources. Rocks are of three kinds, namely igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks are made from cooling of magma. Sedimentary rocks are made from hardening of sediments. Igneous and sedimentary rocks changes into metamorphic rocks upon heat and pressure. Rocks contains minerals which are chemical substances. Coal is formed from trees and petroleum from plants and animals buried under the sedimentary rocks. We should conserve natural resources. This ends the chapter 10.